Social media is so awesome, isn't it? It really allows for us to be able to do some incredible things, and that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, since I was young, I've been a business builder, and I was very fortunate in life, very young, to learn a few core principles. Some core principles in life that stuck with me and allowed me to be able to learn how to be a really good connector, to connect with people. You know, most people can talk. We all have a voice. Most of us have a voice, but very, very few people know how to connect. They have ears and they hear, but they don't listen. They don't take in and listen. And so a lot of this has to do with since social media was born. If you're going to be in a business of any kind, it doesn't matter, or you want to run with a certain circle, you need a network of friends, followers, believers, fans, supporters, customers. Opportunities are where other things come from, whether it's love because you met somebody new because you got introduced to somebody, or maybe it's a referral or a recommendation to your business because somebody else knows you, loves you, and likes you. Okay, I know this game. I've been doing it for my entire life since I was young. If you don't know, I built one of the largest salon chains out in the desert where I'm from, not connected to a resort, because I knew the art of connecting with people so that you could make heartfelt connections, okay? And so what happened is when social media was born, it allowed us to be able to reach more people faster and to be able to go out of our backyard and to go global, because we have this thing called the World Wide Web, right? But what it did is it took away the personal touch. It took away that hug, so to say, and the personal connection like our grandparents used to have. Okay, some of you know what I'm talking about. We're our grandparents. I still have people that handwrite me letters in the mail. My mother still handwrites letters and sends cards in the mail, personal connections. And I'm going to prove it to you because today in the social media world, if you've been around for 15, 20 years, 10, 15 years, you've grown up in it and you don't know any other way. Well, I don't need to tell you this. I know you guys all know this, that depression is at the highest rate ever and keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And why is that? Because the lack of dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical that is released in the brain when somebody is touched in a heartfelt way. Okay? Social media cannot touch somebody in a heartfelt way that releases dopamine to take you from the head to the center of their heart where you are never forgotten. And I'm going to just give you some examples. And it always happens when I get invited to a party. So last night I got invited to a party. I get invited to a party every night, it seems like. But I got invited to a party, and sure enough, when I'm in the room, people always come up to me and say how much my card touched them. Now I'm going to give you an example. A couple people came up to me to tell me about the card that they got from a trip that we took, and someone else told me about a card that I had sent her in the mail capturing a memory of when she went to a concert and met a famous singer. Okay, these people flocked to me. Now listen, I guarantee you that everybody else in that room also made a Facebook post about the trip. They posted all their pictures. Actually, I have the card right here. I'm going to show you some cards. So these are pictures from our trip, our cruise. Some pictures that couldn't be posted on Facebook. Just kidding. So I made this card and I sent it to everybody that went on the cruise with us. Okay? There's nothing on it but the cruise date and pictures, and a picture of the boat on the flap. And on the back of it, it just says capturing memories with friends. That's all it says. Now, these are the same pictures that people posted on Facebook. But who's going to be remembered is me, because this releases dopamine. A social media post, a tweet, an email, a text cannot be heartfelt. It's gone in a social media second. And so when you learn the art of taking your post one step further, and instead of just hitting post, learning how to hit send so that your post shows up in their mailbox and they go to the mail and they open it and a smile takes over their face, dopamine is released, And you go right from here, where everybody else is, to here, where you have released an emotion that is the same emotion that you felt making the post, but it's not delivered because social media removed the personal touch. I want you guys to really understand that. And so this book is, you guys have seen me promoting it, this book, The Power of Human Connections, how relationship marketing, and I want you to take away this word marketing, how relationship building, I want you to think about building, how relationship building is transforming the way people succeed. This is a tool. This is a system, like how you would have a software program in your business that you pay $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for to be able to track and monitor your. So I'm going to share with you more stories and examples before I go in and I actually open up my own system to show you how I do it so that you guys can really truly grasp and understand the power and value. Because in business, we business owners, traditional business owners, we think of thank you for your business cards, haven't seen you in a while, those types of cards. That's great and wonderful, but those are not how you touch and release dopamine in a heartfelt way so that you're remembered. So that's what I want to show you, okay? So look at how cute this card is. Somebody actually took this picture of us that we didn't know they took. They posted it on Facebook. Somebody else took the picture and sent it to us. This is from my friend Helen. Helen is a travel agent. Do you think that Helen has impacted me in a emotional, heartfelt way, and that if I was going to want to book a cruise that I might call Helen? Absolutely I would, because Helen is in my heart, right? Where the same post that was made on Facebook from my other friend, it didn't affect me like this did, because that person hit post, this one hit send, okay? I went to a baby shower. I do this at every event that I go to. I take a group picture. So like this, for example, I took a picture of the baby shower, put a little message on the top, celebrating the baby, telling them when the moment was, putting the date, and sending it to every single person in this picture. Now there's 4 people in this picture that I wasn't friends with that I'm now friends with, because that card that arrived from a stranger took me from their head to their heart, where I released dopamine, and I'm now on a different level than the Facebook post. Is this making sense to you guys? The Facebook post doesn't release dopamine, can't end up in a frame, on a wall, never thrown away. A Facebook post, a social media post is gone in a second. It's gone, 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 gone. Here it's not gone. And my little quote says, friends are the most important ingredient in this thing called life, because they are. Friends are what you need to become connected, because opportunity, referrals, friends, and love all come through connections. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. This one I absolutely love. I just got back from a conference where I was there doing an exercise, and I'm not going to flip this card around for you, because what's written on the back of it is deep, personal, raw feelings from somebody else to me, somebody else that I had never met before, somebody else who now has made a connection with me because she told me how much I inspire her and what I've done in her life. That's priceless. Think about the people that you have in your life that you could tell what they mean to you. You could put it on a Facebook post, and I guarantee you it will not do what you putting it on a card and hitting send will do for them. And let me tell you, with technology today, all you're doing is taking your app. Last night we went to a party, okay, and one of my friends there was telling me, she was asking us, hey, we need to have dinner. We need to get together and have dinner because they like us. And I said, okay, she said, what are you guys doing next weekend? It's our anniversary. So I'm a listener. She said it was her anniversary. I said, oh, great. How many years? And she said 3 years. So while I was walking from the restaurant to my car, which was a 30-second walk, not far at all, I opened up my app on my phone, I'm going to show you how it works. I opened up my app on my phone, and I simply went to celebrations. Up here, I typed in anniversary, and I made them an anniversary card. This one right here. Nope, this one, that one. I tapped on that card. I picked 2-panel card. I clicked create. I went to the inside of the card. I changed the template. I put their picture on the card. I zoomed in on a little, hit save, went to the next side. Happy anniversary, you two lovebirds. Exclamation point, new line, new line. Looking forward to celebrating many, many more years with you. Comma, new line, love Jim and Darla. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all, and I'm going to put it in my own handwriting. That's my own handwriting, save. And then I go to the back of the card, and it's got our back, and it just says, much love from our hearts to your hands. And then I go right here to send, and I picked a gift, and I went and I added some goodies for them, our most amazing brownies that everybody brags about. 2 packs of brownies, select, added their contact, select contact, Kevin and Larissa, and done. And I hit continue, and I hit submit, and off it goes. You can't put a price on that, but that gift that I made last night, that card and gift that I made last night, is in a mailbox today on the way to their house. That is priceless. What that's doing is being heartfelt. Now, why am I doing that? I'm not doing it for any other reason than than all the other hundreds of people will make on their anniversary day when they do anniversary posts. It's just what you do. You love people. You're kind to people. You do random acts of kindness on a daily basis on a different level to release that true emotion that you have for those people that you want them to feel that social media cannot provide. Social media can allow you to touch a larger group of people, but you're forgotten quicker, you're not remembered, and you're not heartfelt. And in today's social media world, people are actually really only posting on social media so that they can get the target, the market of those people. Like, for example, in the hair world, when I see somebody do a haircut or a highlight or a color, and they post it on Facebook or Instagram, and they tag their person, and they say, thank you, blah, 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 they're really only doing that so that their market can see and want to come to them to get their hair done. It's advertising, and that's social media advertising. It works, but think about if that post was done and then send, and that arrived in a mailbox. That person now is here instead of just right here and never forgotten. That card is going to end up like you see in our house when I walk you around our house. Our bathrooms are covered in love cards. Our daughter's room is covered in cards. Our living room is covered in love stories. And people come to our house and they read these and they get chills on their arms, and it teaches them because it's releasing that dopamine inside of them as well. Okay, hang on, I want to show you some more. Now, one of my customers who is doing amazing things in his business, and he has turned his business upside down by like amazing numbers. His name is John Indries. He's in the motorcycle parts business, accessories business, and 30 years in business, and he lost his biggest account. And when he called me a little over a year ago, he was not knowing if he was going to make it another year in business. Well, now he's breaking records. And there's a few other great things that are happening in his world too that I can't tell you because they might be watching. But anyway, this is his Halloween card. And he sent this Halloween card along with goodies to every single one of his clients. And he does this all throughout the year and has no other form of advertising. And his referrals, his quality and loyalty, his abundance of life on the opportunity side and the love side are growing like you can't even imagine. Something like this, people, when you take a picture of your child's volleyball team and you send every kid on the team a picture, who are you touching? You're touching the parents, right? Because you did a random act of kindness. Now, it's no different than making that post on Facebook, is it? It is, but it isn't. It's the same thing, but taking your social media gratitude and your social media posts from the head to the heart is what you're doing. Look at this card. So my friend Pat in Canada made us this card. How beautiful is that? This is from our European vacation. It's got a bunch of pictures in it from our vacation and some beautiful words that she put for us. This is a keepsake that's going to last forever. Now, if you stop and think about what this would cost, you'd never believe it. It's less than $5. And this has made an impact inside of me that I want you to imagine if Pat was a realtor. Would I go to Pat to be my realtor before I go to my friend who's a realtor that doesn't send me cards? Absolutely I would. Why? Because Pat released dopamine and gratitude inside me. She took the time to give me a gift. Now, I didn't even know who Pat was before I got this card. That's how you go around the gatekeeper. You turn from an acquaintance to a friend overnight, instantly, by doing a random act of kindness for somebody else. Start with one a day. So read this. Master the art of human connections, and you will attract an abundance of opportunities, referrals, friends, and love. That is what this is all about. It's about learning how to create a human connection that makes you attractive. Because if you stop and think about it, you really do mean well when you're making a social media post, sending someone an email, or sending them a text. But what would that be if it had dopamine tied to it? Because there's no dopamine. Kids are depressed today because they live in a social media world where they can't even look you in the eye and say, I love you. They can't give you a hug. They don't talk to each other. There's no emotion tied to a text. That's why I teach this art to my daughter, because I want my daughter to still have that human connection. If she makes connections with people throughout her whole life and wants to run for president one day, she won't even have to campaign, because she'll have relationships that she's affected in a heartfelt way to people all over the world, right? For example, if you guys remember the helmet story on the cruise, we are now friends with this couple because I sent them a card. Do you get it? Most people go on vacations and meet people and they never speak to them again. That relationship is not evolved. There might be a text or a Facebook post and a tag, but when you release dopamine inside of somebody, you have now created a relationship that'll never be forgotten. Okay, so those are random acts of kindness, and then I create campaign cards. So I have a campaign card where I can send it over and over and over and over and over again to as many people as I want for a certain topic. So I created a campaign card for the book, because I'm doing a everyday gratitude giveaway challenge this month in November, giving the book away to someone every day. And so I had made a card, a congratulations card. It has the book already attached to it. And all I do is hit send. I don't have to create the card again. I just hit send, hit send, hit send. There's my anniversary card that I created for the couple last night, showing me their gift and everything. Okay, so here's a really beautiful one. So my friend, Mary Schwartz, her son is adopted, and she made this beautiful Facebook post of the husband and the son, and it was so beautiful. I just took her post, her words that she posted about adoption and blessed children and all that. I put it on the back of that card and I sent it to the little boy so that he could have that post memory that his mother made. Now, is that going to gain me any business from that little boy? No, it's about doing random acts of kindness in other people so that you are talked about in a positive way, so that you're remembered, you touch the parents, you're building a relationship with a friend, and these little things take just a second here and there to do. They don't take a lot of time. My mother, you guys know, my mother was ill and she was in the hospital. Look at this beautiful card, okay? My friends Frank and Janet Marsham sent me this. I will never throw this away, because this is the most incredible picture. And look at I swear that heart on my mom's cheek was like a sign telling her, you know, that's a sign. I don't know, kind of creepy, but it's true. And so I sent cards to the nurses managers that took such good care of my mom, to tell them what good care those nurses took for my mother. Why did I do that? Because people today need to be lifted up. They need to be recognized. And that card with those pictures, what it did for that nurse and what it did for her job, it made her want to do better, right? And be better. Now, do you think I will be remembered or ever, if you think she could ever forget the lady with a heart on her cheek and her daughter? No, because I put that picture in her card. Being able to have a tool that you can touch people with the same prompting you want to touch them with is all this is. This is an asset to your business, to your life, to your relationship. I can't even tell you the number of people that have met and gotten married because of a card. They met somebody, sent that person a nice to meet you card, and ended up falling in love and getting married. It's awesome. Oh, here's a really great one. So there was a Facebook post the other day of a girl who found, so this is one of my friends, his name is David Miller. He is a NFL former player, and he has his NFL ring, and he takes his NFL ring around and shows it to kids for inspiration. Well, he left it at Starbucks and didn't know it. And they searched everywhere. They searched and called, and they never could find it. He thought it was lost. This little girl at Starbucks Googled his name because it was engraved on the inside of it, and found him and returned his ring. So somebody made a social media Facebook post. Well, that's gone in an instant. I want that girl to feel so good about what she did and have something to remind her to make good choices and decisions. So what I did is I took the picture and I took the entire article that was on Facebook about her. I took the entire article and then I said, "Dear Michelle, my name is Darla." So this was my brother's Facebook post. "I am Rondi Grandy's sister. I wanted you to know how proud of you I am for doing the right thing. You have the character of an entrepreneur." And I sent her a copy of that book. I said, "My story is on pages 250 to 254. This one decision can change the course of your life forever. Congratulations on making the right choice." And so I just put the book and sent it, and off it went. I sent it to her work so that she gets it at work, so that she can feel so good about doing the right thing. Okay? Will anything ever lead from that? I don't know. But my life purpose is, I put my life purpose on the back of it. It says, "It's okay if you never buy one thing from me or if I never help you make a penny. All that truly matters is that at some point in your life, I inspired you to do something you wouldn't have done without me." Now, my goal in life is to inspire this girl so that she continues to make right choices and to do the right thing, right? That fills me and allows to enable her to be a better person. It's changing lives. It's changing businesses. It's opening doors for opportunity. It's creating love, deepening love, saving marriages. I got a message just a little bit ago of a guy who closed a house on a card that he sent to someone. He made $38,000 on his commissions because he sent that person 6 cards over the course of the time that he met him. And what that did, the guy even told him the reason why he chose him to sell his home is because he kept staying in touch with him with his cards and making him feel important, appreciated, and special. If you know somebody, you guys, and send out cards, ask them for a demo, ask them for pricing. They just did a $10 million upgrade. It's so much better, so much more modern, way more affordable, more convenient. It's awesome. It's a tool. It is a tool and a system that you need in your life in order to go from the head to the heart. This is the time to be gifting and saying to people, "I appreciate the role you play in my life." And to think that you can send a card with a picture in it for $1 to somebody is a gift. It's a gift. It ends up in a frame. It's not just a card. It's a gift with your heartfelt words on the inside about how you feel about those people. Oh, and if I can help anybody, just give me a call. Bye.